Hello guys, welcome to this channel. In this video, I will discuss about a important topic, that is ecological succession. So what is this? What are the terms associated with this? And after that, we will discuss about what are the types of ecological succession and how it is proceeded. So first thing is, what is ecological succession? The gradual and fairly the gradual and fairly predictable change in species composition of a given area is called ecological succession. So if there is a plant and that will be converted into a tree after succession, that will be called as ecological succession. So what I told, it is just a stage, but ecological succession, we see it as a whole. uh, for example, if there is a water body and there are no plants inside that, and after some time there will be plants, phytoplanktons and other big plants, and later at the final stage there will be a forest. So this whole process, this is called ecological succession. Second thing is climax community. Whatever the last product will be, it will be called as climax community. Suppose a land is there, empty land is there, nothing is there, no plant, no trees, no animal, there is nothing there. And after some time, after maybe years ago, there will be a whole new forest. So that forest will be considered as climax community. And climax community is a community where there will be conditions of massive conditions. That means neither dry, neither too wet, neither there will be a pond, neither there will be a desert. So this is called climax community. Maybe right now this will be in doubt, but after some slides it will be clear, the concept will be clear. So third thing, what is sire? This is intermediate stage. For example, there was a plant and after that there will be a big plant, and after that there will be a forest at that place. So the intermediate stage, that big plant, it can be called as sire. That was the intermediate stage. So it is very easy. Fourth point is, actually succession and evolution would have been parallel process at that time. So it is very correct point. Evolution of a plant species or any animal species, that is uh, goes parallel with the succession. And other thing is, what is pioneer species? Pioneer species are those species which first inhabit the bare rock or any pond that is empty. So these are the first species to start developing their community. They are called pioneer species. So there are two kind of succession: primary succession and secondary succession. uh, Primary succession is simply a pioneer species come on the bare rock, and they by some kind of enzymes, lichen, there are lichen, algae, they produce some kind of enzyme that destroys the rock. Slowly the rock crumbles and becomes soil. Obviously that will happen, and on that soil a new plant species will generate, and that will lead to intermediate species, and after that a climax community will be developed. So this is called primary succession. So how it is different from secondary succession? It is very different from secondary succession. In primary succession, that happened from bare rock. Now what happened is, somehow this forest got destroyed, maybe by fire or any disaster impact. That forest is destroyed. In this case, let's suppose this forest is destroyed by fire. So here we can see that this forest is destroyed. Now it will be regenerated, that will be called as secondary succession. And secondary succession is a little bit as compared to primary succession, secondary succession is fast, because in primary succession plant communities and lichens, algae, they have to start from bare rocks. But In secondary succession, the condition or the succession starts from the soil. Soil is well developed there. Only the generation of plants and animal communities that needed to be inhabit, they will come later. So it is a fast process compared to primary succession. So going by the definition, succession is hence a process that starts where no living organisms are there. There could be areas where no living organisms ever existed, say bare rock, or in areas that somehow lost all the living organisms that existed there. The former is called primary, while the later is termed secondary succession. On bare rock, it is called primary, and after that, when the uh, plant when the forest is destroyed, now there is soil. From that, if succession starts, that will be called as secondary succession. So this is all covered. So this is how a climax community looks like. It is well developed forest, basically a forest kind of community. At the end is developed. This is called climax community. Okay, examples of areas where primary succession occurs are newly cooled lava, bare rock, newly created pond or reservoir. These are the sites where primary succession can occur, and it is a very slow process. Here it is all written here. There are two kinds of succession: hierarch and hierarch succession. In hierarch succession, it starts from basic conditions. It leads to the basic condition. Any kind of succession always leads to the basic conditions. What are basic conditions? Basic conditions are conditions where there is neither wet area, neither dry area. So this is a kind of medium water conditions. So hierarch succession is where the succession starts from pond or any water body, and against that hierarch succession takes place in dry areas, and series progress from xeric condition to mesic conditions. Hence both hierarch and hierarch succession lead to medium water conditions, neither too dry nor too wet. So this is a figure to illustrate a hierarch succession. First, there is a in figure A at top left corner phytoplankton. There will be a phytoplankton in water body, and after that submerged plant stage will be formed. Figure B in figure B, and after that this community will be floating, submerged free floating plant stage, and D reed swamp stage. These stages are in sequential manner, and that can be asked in exam. And fifth stage is marsh meadow stage, and last stage after that forest. This is called climax community. That forest we see in G diagram. It is massive condition and it is climax community. So thank you for watching this lesson. Thank you.